I just want someone who will run over to me when they win a gold medal. Is that so much to ask? Hi, I'm Claudia, and I need to talk about the Olympics. Before we get into it, I made a TikTok about this YouTube channel a couple of days ago, and people saw it, so now there's actually people here watching me, which is kind of terrifying. But hi, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Hope you enjoy. Yay! And yes, I am British. I know someone was surprised about that on my TikTok. As I'm filming this, the Olympics has been over for a week, and I have not stopped thinking about it. I'm not thinking about the sport or anything like that. I'm not that kind of person. I've just been thinking about Olympic AU fan fictions, which is a very niche topic, I know. And before you ask, I haven't read any yet. I know it's going to ruin my life as soon as I start reading Olympic AU, so I've postponed it by a couple of months. I can wait a couple of months to ruin my life. Just there is so much opportunity with Olympic AU. There's so many different situations you can have. Oh, it's so good. I've thought about this a lot. Can you tell? I've thought about this so much over the past few weeks. If you don't know, an Olympic AU is when two characters meet and fall in love at the Olympics. It's pretty self-explanatory, but there are a lot of different situations you can have in these kind of fics. I mean, with Olympic fan fictions, there's just so many different situations that I've come up with in my head that they could do, and I know I'm going to be disappointed as soon as I look, but I'm hoping for some good ones. I mean, the Olympics are so short. There's such a small period of time for two characters to fall in love in. Do you know how fun that could be? Like, the actual Olympics from opening to closing ceremony is like 2 weeks, but I'm pretty sure the athletes get there a couple of days before, so it's probably more like 3 weeks. I mean, that's just under a month. These characters have just under a month to fall in love. A month! A month without uploading. No, stop. We're not thinking about that right now. You ever have those moments where you say something and you realise it's a song lyric and then you can't help but sing the song? Is this just a me thing? I don't know. There's just so many different cool situations you can have at the Olympics between two different characters. Like, there's so many different options in... Can you tell? I've thought about this a lot. I've thought about this so much. Situation number one that my brain came up with is obviously two athletes on the same team in the same sport. Could be some kind of sport where it's actually an individual thing, but you take multiple athletes, like swimming, for example. I know there's like relays in swimming, I'm talking about individual swimming. And you can have these two people who've been rivals their entire like career. They've been competing for first place nationally in their entire career. And now they're suddenly told, yeah, you're on the same team. You have to be friends with each other. That's great enemies to lovers. It's enemies to lovers, but it's also kind of rivals to lovers, and I love a good rival situation. Like, it's not just enemies, they hate each other on a much deeper level. It's like ingrained into their brains. Oh, it's so good. You can also have people who are on the same team but doing different sports, so it's kind of like a whirlwind romance as soon as they meet. That's so cute. I love a bit of that. And then you can have one of them's like finished with their sport but the other one hasn't, so they go and watch them compete. Like, that's so cute. And then you can have the proper rival situations. Now, this works best if you have kind of a canon situation where the two characters are from different countries, because obviously then you have to kind of decide that when you're figuring it out and it's a bit confusing. But if you have two characters on different teams competing in the same sport, so just full enemies to lovers, and that can be like secret relationship as well, because you know they're not supposed to be in a relationship with each other. I would love that so much. Or you can have a situation where one of them's an athlete and one of them's not, and they're on the same team. And what I mean by not an athlete is like the physiotherapists and the coaches and all those kind of like support staff roles that go with people to the Olympics. And like, that's how they meet, and it's all really cute. Like, maybe you could have a situation where one of them is like a doctor for the team and the other one's an athlete, and the athlete gets injured and then the doctor's desperately trying to get them ready for the final in their sport. Like, that could be so tense, and it's like this build up, and then if it works, like, they could get together. It's so cool. You could also have it where one of them's an athlete and one of them's a journalist, but it's been sent out to report on the Olympics, and they just kind of keep seeing each other around the Olympic Village and keep bumping into each other, and it's like a meet cute type thing. I would love that. And if you're doing like the first scenario I mentioned, so same sport, same team, you could have them be like they were childhood friends that grew up doing this sport together, and then as they started their more professional careers, they kind of drifted apart, and now they're coming back together and they realise they're in love with each other. Like, that's so cute. I'm always down for it was right person, wrong time in the past, but now it's right person, right time. Like, that is so cute to me. And in all these situations, you have the opportunity for secret relationships, because if they're on the same team, they're probably not supposed to be dating each other. If they're on different teams, they're probably not supposed to be fraternising with each other. Athletes definitely aren't supposed to be falling in love with like journalists who are knocking about. Like, it could be so fun. You could also have it as like one of them's an athlete and one's just like come to watch the Olympics. That could be very cute, like spot them in the crowd moment. And in all these situations, you can have a moment where if the athlete wins the gold medal, they can just run over to them in the crowd. And oh my God, I've been watching so many edits to The Alchemy by Taylor Swift. You know the bit where it goes, "Where's the trophy?" He just comes running over to me like, I want that. I want that. I don't just mean in my fics, I want that in real life, okay? I just want someone who will run over to me when they win a gold medal. Is that so much to ask? Oh, and you can also have the situation where one of them's an athlete and one's like their childhood friend that they fell out of touch with when they started getting like really good at their sport and like they got really famous. And now the childhood friends come to watch them at the Olympics and they don't know they're there. And then they spot them in the crowd and oh my God. And if you have team sports, okay, team sports are a whole different beast. So you can have like the football team, and yes, I'm saying football, I'm British. If you're in America, that's soccer to you or whatever. But you can have, they're on the same football team, but actually in like league or whatever, they're on different football teams and they're rivals, but now they have to be on the same football team because that's what their country is competing under and they've both made that team and oh my God. And they could be like childhood friends that grew into rivals as they like kind of fell out and grew apart and oh my God, it could be so good. Like they could just fall in love at the Olympics. And do I think all the Olympic AU should consider Paris as a place? Yes, Paris is the city of love, okay? It'd be so cute, like under the Eiffel Tower. Adorable. And then on top of all of these scenarios, you have the room situations. So you could have, if they're on the same team, kind of rivals but being forced together, you could have them rooming together. That would be so cool. It's kind of like the one bed trope, except there's two beds, but they're both in the same room and they hate each other. Like that sounds so fun to me. And if like they're different countries, but like doing the same sport, they could have like training sessions together at the same time and that's how they meet. And that would be so cute. And if they compete for the same country, you could have their like meet cute be at the opening ceremony when they're all like lining up to go walk with the flag or whatever. And they could be like next to each other and be like, hi. Like that would be so cute. I have thought too much about this, haven't I? Probably way too much about this. And if they're doing like different sports, same country, they could be like completely different sports. So like one's doing some kind of like diving maybe and the other's doing athletics and they're like know nothing about each other's sports, but they learn for each other because they really like each other and oh my God, it's so cute. And because it's such a short period of time, it's just this whirlwind romance. And like maybe you can have a miscommunication scenario where one of them thinks, oh, it's going to be over as soon as we go back home, but then the other one turns up at their house like, oh my God, that's so cute. And potentially you could have some angst if there's like reporters getting wind of the story and they're like, okay, we have to keep this a real big secret because we've been told we can't date, and then they get caught and then everything comes down, there's betrayal and angst and shouting. Oh my God, it could be so good. Another situation could be like one's an athlete and one's like the volunteers for the Olympics. Like if you watch any sport at the Olympics, you would have seen the people on TV who are like taking stuff to people and like making sure everyone's in the right place. That could be how they meet and that'd be so cute. Like say one of them's a swimmer and like in training, the other one's like the lifeguard for the pool and that's how they meet. Like that would be so cute. Or maybe they're both athletes but they meet in a club that's like just in the city where the Olympics is being held and they just don't tell each other what they do. And then they have like a one night stand and then they find out, oh, we're competing against each other. Oh no, like that would be so cool. And what would be really cool is if like it's a sport that their countries know not to do well in. So they basically just go out in the first round and then there's just these two people just like around the Olympic Village just kind of falling in love and going on dates and it's really cute and everyone gets invested into their love story, but then the public pressure gets too much and then there's angst. Oh my God. Oh, or maybe one of them's an athlete and one's like a friend of another athlete that athlete's like brought with them for moral support or whatever, and they meet and then they fall in love and then it's like, but my friend's actually your rival and now I'm dating you, and it's oh my God. And if it's like they finish early and they have a few days left in the Olympic Village to do whatever they want, they could go around and like take pictures of each other and then they post them and then they tag each other and I was like, hold on, how do you two know each other? And they're like, oh, spoiler, we're dating now, like we've been together for like 3 weeks, and oh my God, it'd be so cute. Or like imagine it's closing ceremony, they're lining up in like backstage ready to do the big parade and whatever, and they're like fighting and then in the middle of this corridor they're like, because I'm in love with you for God's sake, and then that's when they get back together and it's so cute and everyone's like clapping and oh my God. Oh, and because a lot of Olympians like bring their parents to go watch them, like they could be like cute meet the parent bits where it's like kind of awkward but also really funny to read. Like that would be so cool. Or maybe like when the relationship comes out, it's this big public scandal and they're having to deal with like the press getting really into their lives and everyone's talking about them and it's with a lot of pressure and it gets too much and there's some angst going on. Or maybe it's like one's an athlete but the other's like just one of the famous people who go to the Olympics and that's how they meet, but then it's like this really high profile relationship and neither of them's ready for it. Oh my God, it'd be so good. Or maybe it's a situation where they're dating but on like all the Instagram stuff they just come off as, oh, we made friends at the Olympics type thing, but everyone starts shipping them online and then the pressure gets too much and then they're told you're not allowed to be seen with each other and oh my God, secret relationship time. I mean, it would have been secret before, but that would be like proper secret relationship, like no one can know we're seeing each other. Oh, it would be so good. And then maybe when they get back home after the Olympics, they suddenly become this like it couple and everyone loves them and they become like national treasures, like oh my God, and they go on all like the daytime TV shows and like, yeah, we fell in love under the Eiffel Tower. Oh, it's so cute. I think I've become bit too obsessed with the idea of this. It's all I've been thinking about since the Olympics has started. And I know it's going to ruin my life, which is why I haven't read any of the fics yet. The Olympics is just such a good situation for people to fall in love, I feel. I know it's not what it's meant for, but it'd be really cute, okay? So yeah, in the next couple of weeks, I will be ruining my life with Olympic AUs. They're just going to be so good, and I'm going to be devastated emotionally. If you think Olympic AUs are as cool as I think they are, I have to do the cringy YouTube thing and ask you to like the video and maybe subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll be posting more videos soon, probably more fanfiction-y stuff, maybe some IRL stuff if I feel like it. I keep saying that, I haven't done it yet. Or maybe leave a comment with your favourite Olympic AU fic, and if it's a ship I read, I might read it, because I haven't got into it yet, but I will. So yeah, I've been Claudia, I hope you enjoyed the video, and hopefully I'll see you all soon. Bye!